Welcome back to the Naster class. If this is the first Naster class you've joined us, thank you for joining us. It's a class, well, it's kind of informal, how humor, laughter, music, faith, and helping others gets us through difficult times in our lives. And this theme today is so important, why you have to stay committed to the choice you made to have humor and laughter help you or others maybe get through a difficult time in your life. I started interviewing people when I was working on cruise ships, had a lot of downtime. So I started talking to people how humor and laughter helped them get through a difficult time. I would play some of my videos and invite them to tell me what they got from it, what they gleaned from it. My first pal, Gary, here is going to tell you what he got from it. Very important.
My name is Girish Modi. I'm a Chief of Highway Safety State of Pennsylvania. When I got to see this movie about documentary, I learned one thing, that you have to create your own situation for funny part of it. And when you create that, then remember, 95% of the people may not be with you. So you have to be really brave to create the funny situation, and you have to create that atmosphere. It doesn't come out from somewhere, it has to come within. And when you do that, there are a number of people will be offended, and they would say, what kind of person is this? You have to be brave enough to do all that and keep with it. Otherwise, you'll lose it. You'll be sad yourself if you're not strong enough.
You got it. Staying committed, no matter what other people think. It's so important that you do that. Now we're going to prove it. Jen proves it by what she did at her job and how she helped others.
That you can laugh all day long, especially in healthcare. I've been a speech pathologist for 6 years, and ever since I started working with patients in grad school, I was told I was a little bit too playful, not professional enough, and it took a long time for me to really embrace where I was coming from and being the clinician that I wanted to be. Now I run my own rehab department, and we laugh all the time. So physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. I actually had a patient just before I left for the cruise. We've been working with for 2 months, a year post-stroke. Nobody wanted to deal with him. He walked for the first time with my crew. And he said to me, in our last session before I came on vacation, he said, he managed to get out, "You're always laughing at me." And I looked at him and I said, "Am I laughing at you or am I laughing with you?" And he just burst out laughing, spit everywhere. My team calls him Shamu now, because if you get him laughing, he just spits all over the place. But he's making progress, and I think it's just because we let him do his thing and we provide the perfect environment to be fun and to get better.
Jen, did you notice once he started laughing, did his physical improvement start changing after that once he started laughing like that?
Oh yeah, because he would actually participate, and I think part of the problem in the beginning was that he would refuse therapy. So people sometimes take that personally. Oh, well, he just doesn't want to do it. He just wasn't ready. So I mean, I had numerous sessions where he would just wheel himself out of the gym, and instead of going after him, you need to do therapy, I just let him go. He came back the next day, and eventually it would just get a little longer, a little longer, a little longer.
Thanks, Jen, and thanks, Gary, for sharing what you got from it, because what you got from it is going to help others. That's the whole point of You Just Have to Laugh. Real people, real problems, real funny. Why do I wear the C shirt? To seize the moment. We have to seize the moment. The hat, to be silly, to be playful. Like Jen said, when you're playful and have fun with people, something happens. And then that whole playful part that happens when they called him Shamu and they laughed and did that. Look what happened. Look what happened. It opened him up and it helped him get to a better place. Thanks for joining us here. By the way, go to naster.com, N-A-S-T-E-R, my last name. That's where you can get to the podcast. We've got over 560 of them now to share all different kinds of stories, all different kinds of people heard all over the world, over 50 countries. And my books, You Just Have to Laugh Manual, You Just Have to Love, The Meaning of Life. One of the greatest things I've ever written, and I just wrote a suspense novel, and it's marvelous. Go there to find out what it is. If you like reading suspense novels, and I took classes from Dan Brown, James Patterson, Aaron Sorkin, and a guy named David Mamet. Ever heard of these people? And they taught me how to write a suspense novel, and it's a doozy, folks. You Just Have to Laugh is a doozy. Why? Because we are committed to help healing the world, one laugh at a time.